First off, as always, I want to congratulate Kansas State on a great game. You get pretty much what you expected. Bill Snyder's going to stand over there on his sideline looking like a confused Mr. Burns from The Simpsons and get his team to play great, solid, mistake-free football, which we weren't able to do. And I believe that directly contributed to our loss. So, that being said, we've got the bye week coming up, and we have Texas Tech. Take time to get some things corrected and hopefully play a lot better and go on from there. So we'll open this up. Roy Finch, yep. There's no issue with Roy Finch. You guys always ask about Roy. It's one of those deals, where he came in, he had his first carry, it was 11-yard gain. After that, you didn't see him anymore, but there's no ill feelings or anything like that towards Roy. You guys act like I'm walking across campus and I see Roy and I try to cover my face or cross the street or avoid him and whatnot, and that happened one time, but that was because I owed him $10 and I didn't have it on me, and I wanted to avoid all that. But I saw him on campus earlier today. I said hello and everything. We've had a pattern that we've followed for 13 years now, and we've continued on with that. The players that we see at practice who drink the good flavors of Gatorade are the ones that are going to play. If you're drinking Fierce Grape, you're drinking Riptide Rush, Glacier Freeze, you're going to play on Saturday. If I see a guy at practice drinking lime or whatever that yellow shit is, can you really trust that guy to help you win football games? So that's that. Next. Trey, same with Trey. We love Trey Millard. Trey is one of the better athletes we have on the team. He's one of the, if not the best blocker on the team. And that kind of goes into him playing and whatnot. We figure the best way to utilize his skill as a blocker is to run single back plays out of the pistol formation, because we look at it schematic wise. If Trey's not on the field, the defense doesn't know who he's going to block. So we feel that gives us an advantage, and we think we'll probably stick with that throughout the season. Yeah. Landry, he had one of those games, early in the game, he rolls out to avoid a player, tries to step back. He could have thrown the ball away. But we figure, as a fifth-year senior, we expect that when a basic football play comes along that you should have known, why do that? The defense thinks, oh, Landry scrambled out of the tackle box, he's just going to throw it away now. But then Landry's like, oh, I'm going to step backwards. And the defense is like, it just happened to be another guy behind him. He hits him, he fumbles it. Guy from Kansas State says, oh, looky, football. And he's in the end zone for a touchdown. And everybody acts like it's a big deal. It's like, whatever. If Tress Way had been standing on the sideline where he was supposed to be instead of 3 feet back towards the bench, that play probably never happened. So the guys around Landry on the sidelines and in the locker room need to do better and be where they're supposed to be so that he can play to his ability. As far as the interception goes, he fakes the handoff. Kenny Stills is running wide open. Linebackers kind of dropping back into the zone a little bit. But, that's one of those plays where, he could have set his feet, waited for Stills to clear the linebacker just another step, and then fired it in there. Stills makes one move, he might have taken it to the house. But, Landry, again, showing the savvy of a fifth-year senior, he says, instead of setting my feet, making the proper throw, I'm going to hop backwards and just lob the ball up. And he, again, kind of like Nebraska in 2009, where he would throw passes and Nebraska safety was like 20 yards behind everybody and just kind of stood there, oh, thank you. It was just one of those deals, the guy from Kansas State just happened to be where Landry was throwing the ball and got the interception, and they ended up scoring off it. So, it is what it is. defensively, we played pretty good through the majority of the game. I would say had a couple plays here and there. We get them in 3rd and 11 with a chance to get a stop, get the ball back, possibly go down and score and win the game. They run the wheel route. Gable in, bumps in there, and Colvin, I think they stopped briefly to discuss what they were going to have for lunch the next day, because they have a couple classes together and whatnot. And, in that time, the guy's going along free, and Gabe's like, oh, we'll just have turkey sandwiches, and he tries to get over there, but by that point it was too late. They pick up the first down. Our timeout situation was bleak because we had to call a timeout early in the second half because my wife called and wanted to know if we should rent a movie or just, order something on pay-per-view or get something on demand. So I had to call a timeout to talk to her about that. And then the second timeout we used in the half, you all saw what had happened there, so I'm not even going to discuss that. I'm not worried about that. Could we lose to Texas Tech? We could lose to Texas Tech. Going in, the biggest concern there is the fact that it's in Lubbock, and pretty much since '05 they've cheated to win there pretty much every year outside of '09 where they just pretty much whooped us. But other than that, '05 was a debacle. What's that? Come on in here. Come on. Here's Landry Jones. He wanted to get in on the press conference. Say hello to the people, Landry.
Hello.
Did you think you had a good game Saturday? How did you play on Saturday? Did you play pretty good? Or was it a bad... They don't want to see your trainings, Landry. They just want to know about the Kansas State game. How did you play? Tell them how you played Saturday.
Yes.
Did you play bad? Landry, did you play bad on Saturday?
Yes.
Did you cost us the game?
Yes.
Are you a fifth-year senior?
You're saying no.
Yeah. Do you like to eat bananas on Tuesdays?
Yes.
That's fabulous. All right. Well, you can go ahead and go back to the training room now. Did we have any other questions? Nope. Well, thank you for your time.